Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're all doing well. Lateness is greatness and all that jazz. Apologies, it's my fault. I was on another stream. I didn't stay at the end. I said, listen, they've waited too long. The crowd have waited too long. I'm going to have to leave. We're going to be talking QPR versus Leeds United. Today is match day. How's the nerves and all that jazz? Before we do that, though, there's a few things I just want to quickly run through, if that's okay with you people. As you know, I've been trying to get to 30k. Football prizes have thankfully have donated basically three Willie Nonto signed shirts for me. Home away and third shirt. Okay, so when the stream on the watch along starts tonight, it's going to start at 7 p.m. Basically, what you will need to do is subscribe to me, follow Football Prizes on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. If you do them three things, you'll also then unlock 2 more entries. So you can follow me on my Facebook page or follow me on Twitter, and you could get a total of 5 entries. What will happen is we'll just keep getting them entries in. Then at 7 p.m. on Saturday the 4th, which I'm hoping will be a promotion stream, we'll then do the draw. So there's plenty of time. I know I've had a few DMs off people saying, "Come on, I want to enter. I've subscribed." This is how you're going to do it, okay? So I'll release the link. Yeah. I'll release the link at 7 p.m. tonight, so you'll be able to do it. Okay, so watch this space on that. I also want to shout out my good friend Claudio. Claudio Palmer sits next to me, or did sit next to me when I went to the games. Used to work on All Leeds TV. Helped me out setting up the giveaway. And he's doing a half marathon for Marie Curie, which is dated. He's nearly hit his £300 target. So I would please implore you all, if you can, to go on over and help support Claudio, and do jump on that fundraiser. Split it into loads of different messages there. Let me see if I can get a better one. Copy that link, and hopefully that'll work better for you. Big up to Claudio, massive Leeds fan, season ticket holder, doing that marathon for Marie Curie. So make sure you go and check him out. So big up to Claudio. That's that. I'm just going to quickly address something as well, because I've just seen a message come through. So I did say, if I get a message, we're going to chat about it. So let me... It's a bit of a mad one, people, if you're ready for this. It's a bit of a mad one, actually, but I'm not going to go too much into it, but I'll just quickly... Yeah, I'm just going to quickly share it. Everyone's like, what is it? What is it? It's a drum roll. It's a mad one, right? It is a bit crazy, so just give us a second while I quickly share this. Because I've seen a few messages ask this question. Where is Owen from Ellen Road Review? Okay, so... when I had Owen on the channel a few weeks back against Hull, anyway, I was up late last night. I couldn't sleep, and I was looking through my emails, and there was one that had slipped into my what's it called, spam folder, and I seen it, and I was like, oh, what's this? And someone had told me that Owen had actually had a YouTube channel in the past, but not for Leeds United. Turns out Owen is a Sunderland fan and used to have a YouTube channel for Sunderland. So there you go. So that's where Owen is. I don't know. I'm genuinely shocked. I hope he's all right. Genuinely, I hope he's all right and everything and that. But there will be no more, Owen on this channel anyway, because it turns out he's a Sunderland fan. But I don't know if his channel's even available anymore anyway. Thank you for that person that made me aware. Sorry it dropped into my spam folder, but yeah, big up, and thank you for letting me know. Anyway, right, that's all that out of the way. We don't need to chat on that anymore. Please make sure. Yeah, how do you follow that, mate? Like, not another Leeds pod. Big up, Danny says this is better than this is the best non-Netflix twist ever. Proper double agent, yeah. I hope he's all right though. For whatever reason, he decided to do that, and now he's not got his channel. From a personal standpoint, I hope he's all right. But yeah, he's not a Leeds United fan, or was. And now he's not, or I don't know. Double agent, that's the way we go. Owen the double agent. Right, smash a like on the video. There's 288 viewers already. Well, I tell you what that also does do now. Anyone who's going to come on the channel is going to have to go through a vetting process. Like, it's unfair because it's ruined it for other people, because normally I just go, yeah, cool, get on. But now I'm going to have to be like, can you show me pictures of you in Leeds strips? Do you know what I mean? I want a back catalogue of your Leeds fandom. So, yeah, it's a bit of a mad one. Big up to Cameron Bishop, not Bishop. Bishop, with the super sticker. But big up to you. This top, mate, is a Marcel. Well, it's got BLs on the back. It's a Newell's Old Boys top, because whenever I do wear it, people say, "What are you wearing red for?" But there's a reason behind it. Yeah. Right. Okay. Lockie, how are you first and foremost, mate?
I'm all right, mate. Getting on, like I've said this before. Like, sometimes it's tough, and it's nice when Leeds are doing well. That's one thing that keeps you happy, and when it's been miserable for 2 years for the club, to actually see us most weeks anyway winning, or at least favourites to win and scoring good goals, it makes you feel a little better, doesn't it? In times where it gets a bit tough, doesn't it, at times? But I'm all right. I'm just one of them, bit of a crossroads situation right now. We've all been, you've been there definitely, Joe, haven't you? So
yeah,
I'm
bro, you know what it is?
Right.
I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm tired of this season. I'm tired. Like, obviously, I just want to rest. I can't lie to you. Like, from a like, obviously I want us to go up and all that sort of stuff. But either way, if we go up, if we don't go up, I just want to rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just tired, bro. You know?
Yeah, it's long. It's a long. Like feel like this. You feel like this. Imagine what
the players and exactly, right.
We've got to play for it. Oh.
Yeah. Mentally, and that it's tough, isn't it? Mentally, it's tough.
Horrible
mentally,
league,
it's tough. Yeah.
We said that we knew this, so it's never the best quality league. But I think that has got better. I think there's better managers and coaches. Like the manager we'll play against tonight, Cifuentes, should not be in a relegation fight. The Championship, in my opinion, I think is higher caliber than that. Danny Roll as well. So the quality's upped in the league. Obviously, it's never going to be as good as the Prem or nowhere near it. But the intensity and the constant games is it's tough. It is tough.
Yeah,
it's very tough.
Yeah,
but we'll get there. We'll get there.
We will, mate. We will, and hopefully at the end of it, we'll be in celebratory mood. Because the season now, mate. This time next week will be 24 hours before the final game of the season, man. That's mad. That's mad. We'll be sat here like this. Oh my god, 24 hours. 24 hours.
That game is gonna be horrible.
Mental. We'd have kicked off actually, won't we? Next Saturday at this time, because it's 12:30. We'd be
half time.
Yeah, half time. Oh god, that's a worry.
2-0 down.
Oh, don't, man, don't. Imagine, mate. I couldn't cope. It'll be bad. But how are you feeling about tonight? Because I'm quite I don't know how to feel again, which is a good thing, because I felt like this ahead of Middlesbrough and we won. But I do worry the fact that QPR still have a dog in the fight. They still need at least a point, maybe 3 points to mathematically do it. So I'm a little bit nervous from that perspective. Like, what they're going to do? Are they going to set up to stifle us and then open up late on to try and nick it, or do they come and play? According to Daniel Farke in his presser, he said they're a heavily possession-based side. So does that mean we're not going to see a low block from them, and they're at home? I'm just not sure.
So I had a look at the possession stats, and in the last 5 games, they've had the least possession each time. But I think what it means is they like the ball. If they do have it, they are quite good with it. They play that type of way where if they do have the ball, they can keep it really well, and they enjoy it. It's not one of them teams that kind of doesn't want it. So they've not had the most possession, but they have done quite well when they have it. So it's kind of one of them teams where at times there might be a 10-15 minute period where they do keep it quite well. And that's where you've just got to kind of shut up shop, or maybe we press them, like you said. I'm not sure how they're going to come out, but they are. He was right. You're not the typical relegation side. They do play quite an interesting style. And obviously the players are not at the quality he requires to do his style really well, but they still have some good players in there, and they will try and play at times. They'll get forward quick, direct if they need to be, and they'll move it well if they have to. But yeah, off the ball, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they'll press. I'm not sure if, because I've not watched much of them. I know the manager used to manage in Sweden. He's a good coach. But
he's done a great job since Cifuentes, since Gareth Ainsworth got the sack, because they look destined for the drop.
Oh, they'll be a much better side than they were when we played them before. Much more organised either way. Yeah, it won't. And obviously, like you said, they're not safe, so they'll be playing with that. Although they probably are, they're not 100% in their mind safe. So it's not going to be easy, mate. We should win, obviously. We have the quality, we always do. But yeah, it won't be easy. It definitely won't be easy for sure. How they'll set up, I honestly don't know.
Same. I don't have a clue.
I think it might be one of them who we both might want to shut shop up at times. But they're like, no, you do it. And like, no, we'll shut shop up. We'll see. But I think, and look at their defence, mate. I think we can get at them. I really do.
Yeah.
I think we've got the quality to...
Even in the forward areas, Lyndon Dykes, Chris Willock, Ilias Chair. Okay, Ilias Chair aside, but the rest are bang average, bro. If we're being honest, I don't want to be too disparaging towards them, because they could beat us, obviously, but they're not great. And at the back,
there's no Latte Lass.
No, there's no Sammy Schmodic. Exactly.
Like, Chair's decent, but I don't think it's been amazing this season.
He's got court case hanging over his head, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean?
There's that as well. But you still got to keep him quiet. He can still create a moment in a game that'll win it. So yeah, we've got to be careful. But like you said, they're not a team. The team that relies on quite a good style and a good system, I think, as opposed to individual quality. So yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Obviously, the presser was yesterday. Daniel Farke mentioned Patrick Bamford got a bruised knee. I think he'll play. And the only reason I say that is Lockie, because when Popey asked him if this game was Saturday or Sunday, would he have played? He said yes. So the time difference isn't that much between Friday and Saturday. I mean, you play football more than me. You'll be able to tell me more. But I think, will he rush him? Or do you think he worries about the last game?
I don't know whether I think it might depend. I think it might be, obviously with bruising can bring a bit of swelling as well. So it might be a case of just seeing if there is swelling and how that develops. Because obviously it can take longer than maybe a few hours to develop, like swelling on a knee and stuff like that. So maybe they're just seeing how it looks today or this morning. I'm assuming... I did say in my video, I think he'll play. I think he'll be all right, because you are right. It's not a huge difference. It might just be looking at how something swells or how something like that. It won't be like a bone problem or a muscle problem or something. It'd be a swelling issue or something. But I'm sure he'll be all right. Yeah, it's not that much difference, is it? Well, you just, there'll be something they can inject him with.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. The fact that we would play at 8 and we could have played at 12:30 on a Saturday, but he said he'd make Saturday, but not. Do you know what I mean? So, I think he plays, and I think the rest. Yeah, same. I think the rest of the team will probably be the same. Do you?
So who else?
That's it. Dan James is out and probably will watch him again, but. Yeah, I think everyone else is good to go.
That's good. That's good for us. Sam Byram's been in the cryo.
What did he say for 48 hours?
Parker's been watching it every 10 minutes, checking up on him in his house. Fair
play to the lad, though, putting himself through it. Do you know what I mean?
He is putting himself through it. Yeah, and that's the thing with Sam Byram. He's kind of if he's used. Not sparingly, but when you need him and he's available, that's good for you, because he'll always come in and be fine. You know what I mean? He'll never put a stinker in or be a terrible player. He'll always come in and he'll do a lot of time. To be fair to him, earlier on the season, he was really good. He was for us, and now he's got that back role, probably what he expected more. Now Firpo's back in that, and when he plays, he comes in and he does a good job for us. So yeah, if he's ready. And Sam Byram will want this. I think Leeds United will want to get Leeds promoted because, obviously the past and all that. He'll have a really big incentive to do it, I think. Yeah. But it's good that, for the most part, the players are fit. I think you look at previous seasons and even last year and injuries we had and how it just really was kind of a what if we had these players fit. Now we don't really have that excuse. Yeah. Obviously Dan James is a big blow and Pascal Struijk is a huge blow, but we have players in that position, luckily. And we've been lucky with that. You know, you look at Joe Rodon, you look at Somerville even, you know, I know they've been playing through injuries, but they've not been injured, they've not been out for weeks or stuff. We've had our core there, and Padua as well, and Archie. So, yeah. We're good with injuries for a change, which is lovely.
Yeah, it is, mate. I think you're right, Mari, especially when you consider, like, Rota, Somerville, they have carried knocked, but thankfully it hasn't kept them out for a while. I think the only one really that hammered us a little bit was probably after the international break when we lost Nonto and Roberts, I think. But yeah, like Nonto's back and on form, for sure. Somerville looked like different gravy, obviously, the other night, and you shared a picture that he'd said on his Instagram, "I love it when I'm in this move." So, do we expect him to continue that form? I almost feel like the break helped us, Lockie, a little bit like Leicester in a way, because Leicester, obviously, they come through a tough tie against West Brom, get a win, that's all that matters. Then they go do what they did with Saints. And if I'm honest, although I am nervous, I'm not expecting a similar scoreline, but I expect us to go and win this game after the Middlesbrough game. That's how I'm feeling, because I'm like, I could see us being a little bit of a juggernaut. I know it's not much of a juggernaut over 3 games, but I could see us winning them, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Somerville is the biggest part of that for me. He is our game winner. And when I say that, we have many game winners, but Somerville's the type of person that every time he picks it up on the left, you know that he could get a shot and score here, you know, and it's that same shot, that same skill. Iron Robin, you know, used to do it. Yeah. You know, defenders know exactly what he's going to do. They know what he's going to do, but he's too quick. Yeah, by the time they've thought he's going to cut in here, he's already done it, and he's already gone past your leg, and you can't stretch fair enough. And he's already sitting the side net, and the keeper doesn't. The keeper doesn't react sometimes. That's the crazy thing about it. He's already in. He's done it so quick. It's so instinctive for him, and having a skill like that where it's so obvious what you're going to do, but people can't stop you. That's when you're a top player. That's when you're really good. Yeah, look at Raf. Raf used to do it.
I love that baby Rafa.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And Raf used to do it on the right. You know he's going to cut in and shoot. You couldn't stop him because he's already done it. He's too quick for you. And we have those players, and Cree stepping up. I know he was unbelievable the other day in his moments. He really, really grabbed him by the scruff of the neck, and you know, beat the badge in his celebration. And these players, I've always said this. They've been frustrating and naive at times this season, because of the youth, obviously, and stuff like that. But they've always cared. I think that's been an obvious thing. Anyone that says they haven't, I just personally think it's wrong. I think they've always shown they care. They've struggled at times to kind of understand what that means and how important that is, because they are young. They've never been in this situation, but they all care. They all do. You can see after games when we lose or they hate it. It's horrible. They really are. They do care, and that's good. Even like players like, you know, Rutter and Nonto. You got players in there, more game winners, and once they click, we are unplayable. Rutter's another example, you know, he's hit and miss during games, but when he's hit, he's unplayable, and it's just Nonto now stepping up into the shoes that he should have filled at the start of the season. You know, we have a good side there, mate, and I'm always confident because of who they are, because of who we've got up top, and just the solid kind of core we have as well. I'm always confident that we'll win every game we go into this league. And they should be, because they're very good players. You know, they are very good players. And you play QPR, who've got a decent manager, play a decent style at times, something to play for. But that doesn't matter if you're Leeds. You've got to be, your players have got to turn up. If our players turn up, we win the games. It's 100%. Simple.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's quite interesting hearing you mention the players, and they've always cared, because it made me think, I think we shared it, someone had made the claim that the players were slowing down because they wanted to ensure they didn't get injured for the Premier League next season and all that. And do you remember, I think we'd shared it. And there's just some
tired, mate.
When we're losing, there's been some wild takes, and everyone deals with things with things differently. And that brings me on to the manager, because obviously wrongly in my opinion, rightly in some others, but he's faced criticism this season. But Betfred put out a tweet this morning that Leeds United had won 28 championship matches in 1920, the most the club has ever won. And Daniel Farke could equal that record tonight with a win against QPR. So he's up there, obviously, with the big man in Marcelo Bielsa. I'm not comparing him in terms of his impact at the club, But what a season he's had. This is the thing. Like, even if we didn't go up and had to be in the playoffs and that, for me, he's still had an unbelievable season with everything he's had to contend with. And look, as good as McKenna is, if I could do it all again, I'd still pick Farke as the guy that I'd want, just because of him as a person as well. He's really endeared me to him, if you know what I mean, especially with, belief stuff and all that sort of stuff, which, could be considered quite Jesse-esque, people were saying. But I think the difference is Farke uses it at the right time. Not every presser that he did. Do you know what I mean? Not every single moment of every single minute. Everyone's the best player I've trained with. Everyone's the best character. He's the best captain I've got. You got to believe it's all about moment. That was every week. Farke's using it at the right moments, and I do feel that rallying cry. He did change the tide a little bit on social media, because those that were being negative almost felt like, oh, I better keep my mouth shut. Now, had we have lost, trust me, they'd have come, but thankfully we won. But it all helps, right? It all helps.
Yeah, and look, criticism's fine there. I don't have an issue with criticism. It's for me when it gets too far, when there's not a massive kind of where's that come from? We've lost a few games, we've not been great, and then suddenly he's the worst manager and he needs to leave. It's like it's so easy to support a team when they're doing well in it. It's so easy.
True.
The second it gets difficult, you can't just go. You can criticize it. I'm not saying you can't, but you can't go full circle and go, right, get him out. Well, it's been great for months. It's been great. We've been winning for months since the start of the year. We weren't losing a game. We were just winning and winning, playing good football and destroying teams. And then after an international break, we don't win in 2 or 3, and suddenly get him out, he's the worst man and all. It's too much. Just accept, look, we've got decisions wrong, but clearly the players are tired, clearly they're struggling. But you've got to that's where they need your support. That's where they need you to say, come on, we need it more than this, but we've got you back. Don't worry about it. That's where they need that. Because like I said, it's easy to support when we're winning, but it is. Just always looking at that Birmingham team, mate.
Oh, it's mad.
The season. And
even the bench, yeah.
Like you've got Rutter, but Rutter won't. That's before Rutter started. That's before he was really good. You've got 2 goalkeepers, and then some other people that are not even at the club. Like that was the situation for the first maybe 4 or 5 games. It was so hit and miss. The squad was never settled. We didn't have the players then. It was not good. And if you just think, maybe that game there, if we had a few better players, we'd win that one easily because they were bad and maybe we're in a different position. But to come through that, because people talk about parachute payment teams and all that, and fair enough, but then we didn't have any players really that warranted that, apart from maybe Ampadu, who we did sign. Rodon was on the bench, wasn't he? So, it was tough times, and we came through it, and we became a really good side. And it's always important to consider that they are young. Farke said it in his presser. Keeps reminding people they're young lads, and maybe that's something.
There was a lot. There was a lot of praise for Bamford actually in the presser as well, bro. I don't know if you've seen it where he mentioned about his off-ball runs, his experience, and all that sort of stuff. So make a good point there about the leaders. There are few and far between, especially on the pitch. Off the pitch, you had Ayling at the start, you had Cooper, Stewie D, Dallas, obviously, Dallas, But on the pitch, Ampadu. You could argue Rodon hadn't played a lot of football, although played internationally. Outside of that, there wasn't much, mate, really,
there's
apart
not
from
much
Bamford. No.
There isn't. It's a young side. And that's the importance to me, because when we talk about kind of playing Joseph over Bamford, and I'm not going to go into, I'm just, for this example, if you look at the front 4 and even the midfield with Archer Gray in it, and Gruev, that's such an inexperienced young front 6, really. And there is moments in games where these players react wrong or don't know how to react. And this is where you need one of those players to just tell them, like Farke said, calm down, chill out, or fire him up. Because we've seen them this time. Somerville loses his temper at times. Nonto loses his temper at times. Rutter nearly did the other day when he got fouled. And this is where you saw, I think, was it Ampadu or someone else ran over to him, called him, chill out, just calm down. It might have been Bamford, actually. Told him, just chill out, it's fine. You've won a free kick. And this is where you need those players. And they are key. We brought in Connor Roberts. He's not playing, but he'll still be a huge aspect to the changing room because of what he's done. He's done this. He's been through this. He knows how it feels many times. So experience is key, and having that balance is key. And we are slightly on the young end, and that is why we've seen some naive performances these last few weeks. I think it's definitely why, these players have never been in this position before. It's new to them. The mentality is completely different. You've got to switch to being a sub in the Premier League or hardly playing to you are the main man now. In the space of not even a year, for these guys who are 20, 21 years old, that's like, oh, that's pressure. The fact that for the most part they've come through that is huge respect to them. I like the balance of our team. I really do. I just think maybe we could have done with one or two more, maybe in January, some experience.
I think so.
But it
could have done with the 10, mate. I think we could have done with the 10 when Rutter dropped off.
10.
Yeah,
and I'm looking at a player like Sarmiento now, who at Ipswich, who he's not playing every game, so maybe he could have been one that we could have loaded in. He'd have been a great option off the bench. It'd been unbelievable. But someone like that. We got Connor Roberts in. Would have liked maybe a Pritchard as well. That'd been excellent to get Pritchard in there for this season. It'd been great. But we are who we are. We're a bunch of young players and some experience, and we're doing all we can. And it's going to be tough. It is. And look, we could win all our last games and not go.
Yeah.
We've tried. We did the best we could. That's all I can ask, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, mate. Like, if we were to win every game from here and still not go up, you just have to tip your hat to Ipswich and Kieran McKenna and say, well done. And then we have to then get ready for the playoffs, which from a selfish content creation perspective would be great, but I just don't want it, folks. I just want sleep. I want time off. Rest. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want rest. And then we can start to do streams that are fun, like the scouting report and, which players, not pressurised streams where you're having to bat off comments and bat off negativity and nervous yourself. We just want a nice summer gearing back for the Premier League. That's what we want, man. Hopefully we will be there. Just to look at the other teams, mate, how shocked were you to see Leicester slap up Southampton as much as they did? And do you think that now confirms Leicester promoted? I know not mathematically, but...
Probably. I think that's a fair to say.
Yeah.
Never 100%. Look,
no.
If it was Leeds in that position, I know you probably would be, but I'd be
me. Yeah. I'd be like, title, man, we've done it, get it! I'd already be doing like my streams for next year saying, who are we going to sign in the Prem?
Lads, are you ready? We're going to do a scout. We've got to be promoted. I'm not. If I'm a Leeds fan in that position, I'm excited. I'm like, it's almost there, but I'm not yet shooting. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. But they probably have. They destroyed Southampton. They were excellent in moments. They controlled the ball, controlled the entire game. Southampton had bits in it, and they were a bit wasteful at time. But that's been their story, to be honest. They've had every game they create chances, and they don't always finish. Kind of like us at times. But they did. That was a statement for them. They shut everyone up, including a lot of their own fans, and that's what you want your team to do. You want them to shut you up. You want them to come out and put a statement out there, and they did. They've got to back it up now. There's 2 games left. One win. That's all they've got to do, really. I think they'll do it. But fair play to them. I always said, they'll go up even when they were thinking. I just thought they'd get out of it, and they have just got out of it. The real devil, 17 points is a ridiculous lead to give away, by the way. It's genuinely one of the biggest ever, I think. But if they come out with a title now, it won't really matter in the end. They've gone up. It's a tough league. They've found that out as well, even them. Yeah. Everyone's found that out. Southampton were flying at one point. They found out it's a tough league. Even Ipswich at a point find out it is. But, they've done it. Fair play to them if they do get it up the line. And in the real difficult moments, they've got through it mentally. They got through it. They got the win they needed. And I'm hoping we can follow suit.
100%. Obviously, if we win tomorrow, before we start to give our predictions and stuff, if we do win, that puts 4 points ahead of Ipswich. Ipswich have got to go away on Tuesday night to Hull City, which is, I'm so happy that Hull beat Coventry and have really put themselves back in. Yeah, 3 points. So they've really put themselves back in it. And the great thing is as well, West Brom have also dropped off. So there's 2 spots still up for grabs. And it'll be one of probably Norwich, Hull or West Brom. So this is they can't afford to drop any points because then it's back in our hands, right? So the pressure on them, they've had time off, But when the pressure's on, we've seen Leeds, we've seen Leicester and Southampton and Ipswich at times all bottle it, really, in a way. Bottle's not the right word, but, you know, have all dropped the ball, when the pressure's been on. So if we win, mate, I don't think they win all 3. I don't think they win all 3 in 7 days. And if they do, I will hold my hands up and say, fair play, man. The pressure, 3 games in 7 days, you've smashed it. But I just don't see them doing it.
It's interesting one, this. Because it's weird how we've suddenly got an advantage when we're behind them because we've not played. Yeah. So in a way, 4 points, it's a lot because with 1 game left after that will literally be 4 points. Sound thing, but it is in 3 games. That's a lot of points. If you drop, literally, if they lost at Hull, that's massive advantage us. Yeah, huge.
Even if they get 1 win and a point, that's 4, right? And we've got a better goal difference. So we go beat Southampton, then we've done it. You know what I mean? I know, but then if they drop a point on Tuesday, it's then back in Leeds United's hand. If they lose or draw, it's back in our hands, regardless of what they do. Yeah. So we have to take confidence from that. And I actually think Hull can do them, mate. I think Hull can do them.
Hull are a good team. Look, they've got good players. The form's decent. What is it? 3 and 5, 2 draws, not lost. Looking for that 6th place, which is genuinely on. They could get that. But then I'm thinking, but then if Ipswich get through that, if they beat Hull, I don't see them dropping a point after that, to be honest. I think if they can beat Hull, their confidence will be ridiculous. They'll think we can beat them, we can beat anyone else. Yeah. So it can help them, it can not. I want to admit, I don't know what they'll do. I genuinely don't know. That's gonna be a huge. Is it on TV?
Saturday night, mate. 8 o'clock kickoff. Yeah.
I'll be watching that. That'll be a good one. But look, at the end, like you said, at the end of the day, mate, if they
just 1 minute, Andrew. We said that. Assuming we win, we said that, bro. Calm down, yeah. Go on, mate.
Assuming we lose, Andrew, it's finished. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. What else? Yeah, there you go, mate. So if we win, Hull. Come on, Hull. We need Hull to do us.
We do. We need something.
How much do you want the top 6? Hull, it's there for you.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah.
Or whenever they play Saturday. Look, mate. This league's great, isn't it? In the worst way possible. It is really good. I just wish we were in it.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know. But then again, if we weren't in it, you probably wouldn't be watching it, bro.
Honestly, I was watching, the stream we were on yesterday. It was really good with the guys, Nottingham Forest and...
the 12th man. Yeah,
really good.
Yeah.
Really good stream. Enjoyed it. But I'm looking at the guys from Hull at Nottingham Forest and going, that could be us.
Yeah. From Luton.
None of them are happy, man. Oh my God. I was listening to it going, and I was looking at a few other streams where there's other players like Everton and stuff like that from Everton fans. None of them are happy, mate. Let's just enjoy what we've got now. Look, it's not fun in a way because we want to get out of it, but we've got these players. We're playing good football at times. We can win a league. We can go up, whatever. Let's just try and enjoy it because next season, if we do go up, the next few years in the Prem are going to be solidifying and nervy times, and everyone's not going to be winning every week, is what I'm trying to say, and it's not going to be as fun. So 100%. Let's just enjoy it.
Agreed, mate. Agreed. Kevin does say from an Ipswich perspective, if Leeds draw at QPR and we beat Hull, we have a free hit at Coventry, who'll be knackered by Tuesday. Will you not be knackered as well, though? Why will they be knackered by Tuesday? But I hear what you're saying, though. Leeds United, listen, my confidence about promotion automatically, if we don't get maximum points tonight, will drop. We'll still could do it, but we'd be banking on Ipswich really dropping off. But if we win tonight, then the pressure on Ipswich is just huge. And if I'm honest, Kevin, I've been trying to find it there, to be honest. I believe the record for Ipswich this season against teams in the top half doesn't make for great reading. Someone sent me the results before. I remember who did it now. I'm going to find it. While I do find it, Lockie, what do you make to Leeds United's recent form at Loftus Road? We've only won 1 in 6.
Right.
It's not great. Are you worried about that? Because on the flip side, Farke has a great record against them.
Yeah, so we have a terrible record. Farke has a great record. So it's kind of whatever. Like, I'm not thingy on stuff like that just because we always seem to have a terrible record against everyone for some reason, which I swear when we play, Leeds have got a terrible record against them, apart from maybe one Blackburn, who we lost to, who we have a great record against. So, yeah, whatever, mate. It's whatever, innit?
Yeah.
We just go.
It has no bearing, does it? It has no bearing. I know. Although I do like to use them, and people say it has no bearing, and I'm like, well, it does.
It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Those players are quite good and should win anyway. So.
I'm just trying to find the tweet. It's from Jorginho Rutter fan club president. He sent it me. Here we go. I found it, right? Okay, so this is their record against... this is their record. I mean, it's a mad graphic, but you'll get what I mean. You can see here, so they drew against Leicester, lost against Leeds, beat Southampton, lost to West Brom, lost to Norwich...
Right.
Won at Middlesbrough, lost to Preston, and lost to Cardiff. That's teams in the top 11. So they don't have a great record against teams up there. I know it's not the best graphic, but big up to Rutter's fan club president for doing that. So, doesn't make for great reading, does it, really? 2 wins and the rest,
It's not great, is it?
No.
It really isn't. But again, if there's ever a time to change that, now is that time. Like you said, mate, form's a weird one, like stuff like that. It is a weird one because on a one-off game where it means kind of, do you want to go up or not? That might change. That is a time to change it. And we did it under Bielsa. The London curse kind of got ripped up when we won a few games down there and came out of it. So look, like it's one of them things. If they do that, even more incentive. If they do it, fair play.
Yeah, exactly.
Zero. I'll be like, whatever. Yeah, like,
same.
We bottled it and stuff, but we never really did. We were always kind of chasing. That's the thing for me. Ipswich were 12 points above us at one point, which is huge, by the way. Leicester was 17. We were at top for a few hours, I think. Look. We never really bottled it.
The Athletic did a great graphic, actually, tracking it throughout the season. In terms of how much time we spent in the top 2, it's nothing compared to Ipswich and Leicester, so it is what it is. Daniel Farke says, Joe, may the 4th will be with us. Sorry, mate, what did you say?
I said we're always been chasing this year.
Yeah.
And we're better like that.
Yeah, I think so. Like here is some positives, though. Big up to Helen, who's just tagged me in this. Big up to Chris from LUFC Data as well. So Daniel Farke's championship managerial record versus QPR reads as this. Played 7, won 5, drawn 1, lost 1. Scored 13, conceded 6, 4 clean sheets, and a possible 16 out of 21 points won. Not bad at all, but like you say, it's not really. There we go, 2 weeks, and I think some of that was the international break as well, Evie, wasn't it? So,
it was international break, wasn't it?
Yeah. I did get asked by Andrew, can we preview QPR a bit? Are they any good? Well, look, mate. I mean, it's hard to ascertain their style. As Farke told us, they like to have possession of the ball, but only in specific moments. He has done a great job since coming in. Gareth Ainsworth was taking QPR down. I know the second tier said, look, he should have been in with a shout for manager of the season over someone like Rossini, for example, which I can probably get on board with. He's done a fantastic job. They don't have a great squad. They've not been great at home, if I'm honest. So that's something. But in terms of like playing style, I wish I could give you more. Their top players, they've got Lyndon Dykes up top. I think he's got 5 goals. The guy, Chris Willock, not many. I think Ilias Chair, the number 10 behind the striker, he's arguably their biggest contributor and the man that we need to stop.
Sam Field in midfield's quite tidy as well. So they've got a few ball players that are decent. Sam Field, Elias Chair, Chris Willock's a bit of a runner. He'll work hard for the team. Dykes up top will work very hard for the team. He'll run between the centre backs. He'll cause problems for our centre backs if we let him. So there's definitely a physical fight there. This Sam Field keeping him quiet, kind of dominating midfield is going to be key. And then the 4 backs and the centre backs are slow. So if we can really get at them 1v1. They've got like Steve Cook at the back, who's previously been at Bournemouth. They're championship defenders, if that makes sense for me. We should be getting joy out of them. It all just depends on how Fuentes sets them up, Cifuentes. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the key thing here. If he goes with a low block, it might be tough for us. But if we get an early goal... My point is, even when we've gone up against low blocks, right, for the first 15 to 20 minutes, we've battered them.
I feel, even up against him, but we're just not converted chances. What we need to ensure is that we are clinical in that first 15 to 20 minutes, and if we do score, then I back Leeds United to win the game.
100%.
Not a
when
problem.
we score in the first 15 minutes, it's almost... I think, have we dropped any points? Maybe one?
No, I don't think we have. Not from winning positions, mate.
Yeah. When we go... We're weird when we go in front because we do this. That's when we tend to do the thing where we drop off early in the second half for 20, 15 minutes and everyone gets nervous. But actually that works for us because what happens is teams come out then and think they can get brave and get confident, and then we just go the other end on the counter and score 2 or 3 more, and then the game's over, and then teams like, oh. So yeah, once we go 1 up, then we have the incentive, we have they have to change for us, so we don't have to change, we have control then, and that always helps in a game, especially against a team that will sit deep and defend. You want control, you want the incentive. So look. There's not much. I've not watched loads of QPR. I know a little bit about Cifuentes from his time in Sweden. Like, he played some good football there, and he will try to do it at times. Not the best players to do it. That's clear, but they will put some nice moves together. So a few times a game. So we've just got to defend those moments and keep the keep Dykes quiet. You've got Elias Che who can win a game for you. Keep him quiet. Whoever's at right back or whoever he plays, keep him quiet. Win the midfield battle, and then the front 3 or 4
just do their bits
there to run riot.
Do their bits, run at the likes of Steve Cooper, make them make decisions, try not to get it up in the air all the time for Bamford, try play through them, I would say, get some work down that left-hand side, which gives us so much joy with the likes of Firpo and stuff. Look, if you're going to play balls in the box, anything like Firpo did against Wednesday and against Middlesbrough for Bamford, will suit me, Bamford. But again, Bamford might start. I'll be less confident if he doesn't, if Pirro's playing, if I'm honest. And I mean, Pirro can play football. He's a good footballer, but Leeds United, the system, he's still not adjusted, and he can ghost. So my confidence may drop a little, but we still should be winning this game. And if at this stage of the season, exactly. If we can't beat QPR at this stage of the season, then and especially when you have a real chance to put some pressure on Ipswich, then.
That's the job, mate. I said in the video yesterday, whether it's Joseph, Bamford or Pirro, look, ideally for me it's Bamford, but if it isn't, we still have a good enough team. At the end of the day, I said Joe Pirro will get into most championship sides, if not all. He'll get in there, he will. Maybe not Leicester, or maybe Leicester, with the striking problems they have. But Joe Pirro would get into almost any championship side, walk into it, their main striker, he would. Yeah. Because, at Swansea was unbelievable and everyone wanted him, right? We got him. So having him there, look, like you said, he's not fitting perfectly yet to the system and he needs to work on that. That is something I'll have to work on in the summer really hard. But still having him there is good enough to beat QPR. It's not one of them things where we're relying on an unknown. It's Joe Pirro. He can score goals if he gets it right. Yeah. And then you've still got Nonto, you've still got Somerville, you've still got Rutter, you've still got those guys on the pitch. So any chance.
100%. But you're right, Dirty Leeds. Defensively, QPR are not it. So if they do want to come and... I hope and pray they want to come and play, because I think we'll do them pretty easily. Famous last words. If they do sit in a low block, it might be difficult for us to break down. But if they do want to come and play, let them.
I think they might do that thing where they pick the moments to play. And try and exploit us.
Exactly,
I think they'll be quite solid, potentially. Or maybe they'll press for the first 10 minutes and then...
The longer they keep it 0-0, the more chance they've got to win him, right? Like Blackburn did, like Sunderland did, So I know they didn't win. Well, they did it Stadium Alight, didn't they? It's like you say about moments. I think Fuentes will be saying, listen, just get to half-time 0-0 and we'll see where we're at. I think that's what they'll do. They did obviously get decent result against Preston after 3 winless games, but, Preston whenever I've seen Preston of late, they look absolutely garbage. Evie says, I'm nervous, I can see a Blackburn game. Well, it's going to go one or two ways, right? Leeds United will win, control, couple of goals, nice. Or it'll be nervous and they'll score late on. I think that's how it will go. I don't think there's any in between. There's no in between.
I want an early goal. I know.
Exactly.
An early goal.
Early
goal. Just to relax.
That's what I mean. It just be relief, just that relief, of an early goal, and it'd be great.
I can see it, mate. Somerville, I can see him celebrating again. I don't know.
Yeah.
Another Somerville.
Giving it the old GTS. Go to sleep, yeah? I love it. Right, mate, let's get some score predictions in, or would you rather not? Are you too nervous to do so?
I'll do one. I'll just 2-0, mate. Why not? Yeah, just going on Farke's record there. He kind of got one. He kind of got 2 goals every game against him. He got 16 in 8 wins, I think. So we'll go 2-0. Yeah.
I'm going to go for 2-1. I'll go 2-1. 2-1. I do think we'll win, though.
First.
No, we'll score. No, don't say that. No, if they score, oh, God.
What? So we're going 1 up or 2 up, and then they get 1.
2 up, and they might get 1 late on that'll put shit suppers, but that, we'll see it through. See it through. I'd love
3-2 from Steve. Oh, Steve.
Can you imagine a 5-0 like Leicester? It'd just be nice, wouldn't it? Like put our pipe and slippers on and just be like
3-0 up at half time.
Yeah, exactly. Woo, exactly, mate. It'd be amazing. So no, we haven't. Yeah, it would be. But I just don't think it's the Leeds United way, unfortunately, mate. I just don't think it is. Listen, folks, I'll be live back at 7 p.m. When the raffle for the shirts will go live as well. So make sure you enter that. I'll let you know more about it, obviously, at 7. So we'll be live at 7. Game starts at 8. Then there'll be an instant match reaction at 10 p.m. as well. And then obviously Saturday night we've got Hull versus Ipswich. So two blockbuster nights on the JUSTJOE football show. So make sure you join me. Lockie, I know you're going to be doing a lot more content, lately, and your schedule's freed up a bit. So do you want to talk to the people?
Yeah. Obviously stuff at uni, so I've got more time now. Obviously I've got Huddersfield this weekend, so this weekend. So, so I'll be a bit busy on the weekend, but starting from maybe Monday and stuff, I'm aiming for 4 a week, so 1 every other day. That's what I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to get back on it because it's been slacking recently, and I apologise to everyone that watched because I had quite a good thing going, but then busy. What can I say? So
consistency is key.
Yeah, I'll do a tactics breakdown. If we win, if we lose, I'll talk about our goals and stuff like that. The stuff I enjoy doing, and I'll bring the player ratings back as well. I've not done them in about a month. Yes.
Make sure you join it. Listen, and make sure you subscribe and all that sort of stuff. And I'll be here at 7 o'clock. And I think, Lockie, are you about this evening, or are you sleeping, or what?
Should be all right, mate.
Cool. I'll see. I think Andrea said he was all right as well, didn't he? I think we'll get Andrea at the end. I think it's that. Yeah. It's nice to have him on. I know, right? We miss him. Right, folks, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'm going to get a napping because I had a terrible sleep. See, this is what I mean. Leeds has got me tired. It's got my sleep pattern all over the shop because of shows and stuff. So I'm going to go nap for a couple of hours and then I'll be rejuvenated for 7 p.m. because it's a late one, man. 11 p.m. tonight will be finished. So, unless the post-match overruns because we've absolutely bottled it and got beaten like 4-0 or something.
We're all just
I feel that one might roll on. But see you at 7 o'clock, people. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Leeds are going to win. Let's hope so. And we'll see you in a bit. I was just about to say leave studio. I meant to end it. Bye, folks. Thank you, Kevin.